me. Everybody who was up here before, I appreciate it very much. Appreciate the opportunity to be here with you tonight. A little tough following that act of the parents and the families of the people at Ronald McDonald House. And I know what my new favorite song is going to be. Certainly fight song, Rose's fight song. I'm hoping I can YouTube that in the morning, kind of hang out with that song. And a special young lady, all these families, all what they go through, and it's an amazing thing. For you all to be here tonight is another amazing thing. I don't know that I'm worthy of this. I appreciate Marlene asking me to do this. Again, don't know of my worthiness. I hope I do a good job at that. I think I'm like most people. I think at the end of the day, you kind of put your head on that pillow and your day is over, and you ask yourself the question, did I do a good job? Has this been a good day for me? Did I touch enough people? Was I a good enough husband? Was I a good enough father? Was I a good enough grandfather? Did I do a good job with that? Was I a good enough coach? Was I a good enough friend to those young players that I had on the team? Was I a good enough mentor in everything that I was able to do or asked to do? Again, did I do enough? The unfairness of disease is staggering. You see it, you saw it all tonight on so many films here that could tell the story way better than I can tell it. But to go to CHOP or to go to Ronald McDonald House, the emotions that it brings out in all of us is unbelievable. If you don't cry and you don't touch your heartstrings by looking at those friends and family and young people who are suffering from this disease or whatever it is that they're suffering from, if that doesn't touch you, then something's not right. So I think about that a lot. What else can I do? How can I help? When can I visit CHOP again? When can I go back to Ronald McDonald House and see those people? We have a thing in our Coaches versus Cancer program, as Leonard had talked about, it's called the Hope Lodge. And the Hope Lodge is, and we talk about it all the time, we talk about the Hope Lodge as being Ronald McDonald House for adults. There was some video up there of me sitting down at the tables there just and kind of interfacing with some of those people that are suffering, the patients and the caretakers, by the way. And there's many, many caretakers here tonight. I applaud you. I applaud the work that you do and the help that you give to those families. I like to be inspired. I'm inspired by the families that I saw today. I'm inspired by the Roses who sing fight song. I'm inspired by all those people, the courage that they have, those little young kids who, it's not fair that they're doing what they're having to do what they do to fight this disease. So I'm inspired by that. And I'm hoping I get inspired every single day by so many different things that are out there. Let's do more. Do we do enough? Again, that's the question at the end of the day. Did I do enough? Just trying to make a difference. I'm going to give you just two quick things. One is, if you've watched Blue Bloods, my wife makes me watch Blue Bloods. I'm very coachable, as you can imagine. And it's really about families, in all honesty. It's about the family, and there's a patriarch at one end, the grandfather, and the father at the other end, and they sit around the dinner table every Sunday night. And if you can have that, if you have that in your lifetime, that's important. That family interaction is important. We have good friends that are here with us tonight. When we're down the shore, they invite us over, and the family atmosphere is so awesome. And we just sit around and we just talk. We don't talk about anything real heavy, but we just understand how important each other is in our lives. And that's where all of you come in tonight. You're so important to this organization, to the Ronald McDonald House, to all those people that are here that have helped us in our Coaches versus Cancer and our Hope Lodge campaign. And I want to leave you with one quick story if I can. A couple of weeks ago, I had a young man who played basketball for me at Penn, and then he coached with me at Penn and also at Temple, Matt Langle. He's now the coach at Colgate University. And he calls me up and he says, I want you to go down to HUP, Hospital University of Pennsylvania. There's a young man there who's 20 years old. He's suffering from leukemia. He's had a tough time. Can you get down and visit with him? I said, sure I can. I don't know why he'd want to see me, and so I said that to him, and Matt, first response was, do me a favor, shut up and just go visit him. And I did, because again, I'm coachable. So we went down there and I grabbed Steve Donahue, who was on the film, and who's now the coach at the University of Pennsylvania. We visited this young man. His name is Ryan Smith. He's suffering from leukemia. And we visited with him for about 45 minutes or so. And I said to him, this is Tuesday, on Wednesday, I said, I'm playing golf with Charles Barkley tomorrow. I'm going to have Charles make you a video just to encourage you in this fight. And he was excited about that. So I left, and next day I'm playing golf with Charles Barkley. And I bring up this story because it's the Philadelphia basketball community and how important it is to all of us. And it's been for me for all these years. So I'm making the turn from the 9th hole to the 10th hole, and I say to Charles, I need a favor. He said, yeah, what's that? I said, I need you to make a video for this kid, Ryan Smith. He's suffering from leukemia. He's really had a great freshman year, and he got this diagnosis a couple months ago, and it's a struggle. And so just make a video and tell him to keep fighting. And I got this look, and it's a different look. And Charles, he kind of looked at me and said, why the hell would I make a video when I can just go with you the next time you go? As a matter of fact, I'm free next Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's go then. And just, warms your heart, because these are things that people do for one another. So, of course, we make the arrangement. We go down to, I speak at a class with a guy named Neil Hartman, who's a Comcast guy who's now teaching a class at Temple, and I spoke at the class. I said, Neil, I'm going to get down and meet Charles. You're going to come with me? He said, of course I'm going to go with you. We get there about 12:45. Charles is already there. The whole lobby of the hospital is captured. He's got pictures. He's signing autographs, doing everything. Took us a half hour to get up to the room. Then there was and he goes in there, and the kid, I hadn't told the kid, I told the mother, but the kid was just overwhelmed, and it was a good day. It was a good day in the life of this young man who's struggling to at this point. He really needs some help. He needs all of your prayers. He needs all of your thoughts. And I said to Charles, there's another young man who needs a new heart and a new lung down in the next wing. He said, well, let's go get it. Let's go to him. That took us another half hour to get over there because of all the orderlies and nurses and doctors and administrators all wanting to take their picture. And we spent another 45 minutes with that young man. And then it took us another hour just to get out of the hospital because Charles was so friendly and ingratiating and just wanting to do more. Wanting to do, Sheila had mentioned early in her talk today, she was magnificent as well. Talked about the greater good. Wasn't that our job? To do the greater good? So when I asked Charles Barkley, there was no questions about it. This is what he was going to do. And our Philadelphia basketball community, our community as a whole, are just good people. We are Philly, and we want to do better. And I'm so proud that CHOP has what it has as its reputation, and the fact that Jim Murray and all of those folks 45 years ago started this unbelievable opportunity to have the Ronald McDonald House, and look where it is today. It's incredible. So with that, I thank you. Thank you for listening. And if you can, you don't have to stand up, but just give yourselves a great, great hand for the work that you have done already tonight. And again, let's ask ourselves the question always, what else can we do? Can we do more? Is this enough? Thank you.
Give it up for Coach Fran Dunphy, ladies and gentlemen. Stay here, stay here. So I've had the pleasure of being shoulder to shoulder with you on a number of fundraising events, and the Hope Lodge is one of them. Fran, you are well deserved for this honor, and thank you so much for being here tonight. I have 3 live auction items that we're going to end our evening before we pull a 50-50 raffle, which is over $30,000 right now. So I am the last thing between you and someone getting 15 grand. So give me your attention. Fran has been so generous to also donate his time for our first live auction item. So we're going to do a dinner for 6 at the Del Frisco's Steakhouse in Center City. So you're gonna be, and if you just a small glimpse of Fran's storytelling that you'll experience over dinner. So I think that's pretty fair, right?
I'm not sure how good my storytelling is, but it would be great if somebody would join us, and we'd love to have a great night.
We definitely will do that. So we're going to do this auction off here. Fran Dunphy is gracious enough to host a dinner for 6 people at Del Frisco's. You and several of your friends can come on out and share in an evening of great stories and great memories as well. So we're going to start this off as in every auction here. All of the proceeds are going to go to the Ronald McDonald House.